try not to laugh then when I clap.
Yeah, because I don't hear it. That's what's funny. Is this silent clapping? I heard a bit of that this time.
Hello and welcome to our first Founders Log for the January 2020. Oh, that's one gone wrong. I messed that up, haven't I, Carl? Yeah. It is our first Founders Log of the new year for January 2023. And look back on January.
Yeah.
So during January, we had quite a few leads come into the business over the Christmas period that we needed to close off during January. And we got two new accountancy firms partnering with us. Both already using Google Workspace, but one was self-managed and they just wanted to save time and not have the headache of having to fiddle around with settings and make changes whenever a new starter came on board. The other one is using Google Workspace and Chromebooks, but they had outsourced their IT support to another company, it turns out, which we didn't actually know about during the process. That had been
that's true.
Been not mentioned, but that's getting transferred over to us this week. Yep. Hopefully we should have full access to their service and get them all up and running the Kimbley IT way for the start of March.
Yeah, absolutely.
And during January as well, we decided to stop supporting a legacy client. So this is a client that I had when I first set up the business, and I had kind of a barter deal with them. Carl, they're a clay pigeon shooting ground.
Yeah. And
in return for free clay pigeon shooting, they get free IT support. And it worked out well for a few years, but then we had the pandemic come along where I did no shooting at all. Yeah. They still got free IT support. And then we had spoken to them actually because they started to become a bit more demanding over what they needed and stuff like that. And that they actually need to start getting proper IT support because they need to get some systems in there. And this part of the deal doesn't work anymore. So we offer them a normal package that we give to clients with a real nice price for them as well to come on board, which they rejected and didn't want to do. And then at the start of January, I think it was the first time I'd returned to the gym after Christmas, and all of a sudden my phone starts buzzing, and I've got the owner ringing my mobile and stuff like that, and I'm thinking, well, you've turned us down for support, why are you bothering us? And it turned out that they hadn't realised, but for the whole of the Christmas period, they'd been locked out of one of their email accounts, the info@ email account. Yeah. And this was triggered by Google for suspicious login activity. So Google fired a thing and actually had blocked it over Christmas because they had no support. No one knew about that. No one saw it, and they were begging me to sort it out for them. And I agreed in return that you're going to look at our agreement again and sign up with us. Yeah. Of course, we sorted it out for them and never had any response back about the agreement or anything like that. So I was really quite fed up because clearly they're just taking advantage at this point. And decided and spoke to you, said, look, we're just going to let them go. We're going to hand them back to Google. They can look after themselves because they're not interested in having their IT sorted out or paying for any proper support, which is crazy when it was only a few £100s per month and they're making many, you can go on company's house and see how successful they are.
But there's some business owners that will always be, there isn't a problem until there's a problem. Then I want the problem fixed. Otherwise, I'm fine. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a no insurance mindset. My building's not burning down until it's burnt down. So it's not burnt down, so I don't need insurance.
Well, the best line I was telling them about, look, someone's tried to hack you here. They're going to steal your data. And he goes, it's okay. It's all right. I've got red line. There's a burglar alarm on my premises. If anyone tries to steal my data, the alarm's going to go off and alert me, and they're going to call the police. And they're like, okay, this conversation isn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah. What are you going to do when somebody thinks the data is like on the box?
Yeah.
There's no way. I know the person is as well because I know them through my family. So yeah, there's no convincing this gentleman of the case.
All right. Interestingly, one of our clients knows this person as well, and they go, the problem with this person is he's always screwing over the people that are trying to do good for him.
Yeah.
So I think he's burnt a lot of people and he burns a lot of bridges, and he's burnt this one now. So
he's pretty old, so he's done pretty well with that strategy all his life.
yeah. I won't be returning to shooting until his son takes over.
Fair enough.
At that place anyway. But I also went and visited one of our marketing clients in Birmingham. We were going to meet up, but somebody's charger failed.
Yeah, I believe
that was yours.
It trips off occasionally, and I don't notice it's tripped, you see, because how would you notice? You don't get lights go off. So, of course, I plugged it into charge one night, I got up in the morning, got 18 miles on it. So that threw me out.
And because of that, we couldn't have our sushi, because we always have sushi when we win new clients, and we were planning to have sushi.
I know, it's been ages. I'm planning on getting us back into Birmingham, maybe in late February, March or something. We should get back into Birmingham.
Well, hopefully that means you've got a lead in your back pocket that you're hoping will sign up, so we've got something to celebrate.
There's not a lead like that in the back pocket. No, it's just a reason to get into town. I think just get over there. Been a long.
That was pretty much it for January so far. Like I said, we just got 2 clients that were onboarding that'll be ready for March, and they started in January.
Yeah, always quiet January because we have so many accountancy clients. You can't go near them because they're all busy doing self-assessment tax returns for the end of January in January. Always.
Yeah, true. A lot of our client base was very quiet. But saying that, the statistics might surprise you a bit later on.
Right.
But we'll go to the new videos. So we put 3 new videos on our YouTube channel in January. How to move files and folders between shared drives. I wanted to redo that video because the videos we had before were, it was like an amalgamation of 2. We had to send people 2 videos to actually see the 2 aspects of it. So I put it into 1 video and just made it a bit more clearer how to do it. That's gone down well. We had our first kind of like client story advert went live. It's a 30-second advert featuring Calvin from Zap Shelter. That's uploaded to the YouTube channel because normally our client stories are 2 minutes. And then the extended versions go up to like 5 or 6 minutes, but this is the first one we did for 30 seconds, and it's actually the first one that I had no involvement in the editing.
Right.
Apart from picking the music, I picked the music. The rest of the editing was done by the guys who do the videos for us.
I was thinking to myself, James, is there an AI video editing tool online? There probably is something there. I wonder if you could put the original clip into the AI and then ask it to compare it to what the human did, see what you get. I don't know.
There is AI videoing on there. I was actually watching a TikTok video where some guy was going, you can use this AI to write the script, you can use this AI to create the video background, and you can use this AI to animate a person. It's a recording of a person, but it deep fakes them. So it's like they're saying what you're using your script. So it's there.
Yeah, no, I saw one of President Biden, someone had done, and it was very good. It was a really good deep fake job. Anywho.
The final video was how to use labels to manage your emails in Gmail. Because they're really powerful what you can do with labels, but people either use them incorrectly or they don't use them at all. They use them for like the basics, just as a label, rather than using the filters and all the other stuff that you can do with this label to automate your email inbox a bit better. Yeah,
that's true.
Blog posts, we had 3 new blog posts go live. One, as I said, these are usually linked to the videos that went live. So the first one was an actual blog post in text, how to move files between folders and folders between shared drives. Then the second blog post was called "What's the difference between labels in Gmail and folders in Outlook?" Because we often find that people who move from Outlook to Gmail struggle to understand, because in Outlook an email can only ever be in one location, one folder. While in Gmail, you can apply multiple labels to an email, so you can organize it more effectively.
Not that I want to talk about Outlook or anything, but I'm sure you can actually do those things in Outlook by using the flags, but no one ever does.
Okay, yeah, well, I didn't even know.
Yeah, they always use folders. People love a good folder.
Oh yeah, you've got flags, haven't you, that can change different colours, like red, yellow, blue, green, sort of things that you can use flags for. But I think a label, they don't have any text on the flag, do they? So you've got to remember
what the flag stands for something, but I don't think you can change what the flag stands for. It's a ridiculous amount of like secret, top secret, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Most secret, that was the best one in the old days. Most secret.
Yeah, that was replaced by top secret, I think, wasn't it?
It was. You're right. It was. Yeah.
And then the final one, blog post, was how to scan documents through the Google Drive app. Now, this was based on a video that I think I recorded back in lockdown. It's on YouTube. The video didn't actually need updating. I may update at some point because the UI has changed ever so slightly, just a different icon for what it is, but it's still pretty much the same. This blog post was pretty much just created for SEO, in that people who want to searching for how to scan a document into Google Drive, that blog post is going to come back now, because Google tends to like our blog posts, our how-tos, and normally drops them quite high up on these long tail searches. So that blog post is basically purely there for people, for Google to find it, because people are going to watch the video, but the text is there for Google to find it. So I got the January assistance and support statistics. Now, there is a slight problem with these, in that we have a new way that we sometimes respond to I'm not going to say what it is, but a new way that we sometimes respond to inquiries from our subscribers.
Yeah.
And I forgot to program that into the statistics dashboard. So there's only 7. The 7 way we've only done it 7 times, but those 7 aren't actually counted in the statistics, so they're out slightly. But in November we were contacted. This is why in November. Yeah. That's my script. That's when I forget to update the month in the script, because I copy and paste it from the previous one. So in January, this is where it's surprising, because we had, as you said, our accountancy clients weren't in contact as much. We actually got contacted 151 times, which is way higher than normal. It's normally between 70 to 90. This is pretty high. Out of those, it's 109 requesting assistance.
Okay.
And then 35 of those were requesting support where something needs to get fixed that was not working as it should. 94 of those people, so that's 62.3% of subscribers, sent a message to us, had a response, and got back to work within 5 minutes. The remaining 48 received a reply and return to work within 30 minutes. And of course, there's those 7 that I haven't been able to count because we haven't got the data on those 7, how quickly it took them to reply back. And then 145 of the people who got in contact with us, they actually thankfully did it through our instant message service. So nice and quick responses for them. 6 decided to email, which you probably know the 6 because they're always the ones that email you. They don't email me.
Yeah.
Because they don't get a reply back from me. They get a reply back from you. And then the stats showed that 21 of the people who got in contact with us would have not needed to if they'd had regular support.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a caveat on those statistics. I'm not 100% sure how correct they are. I need to go and have a bit of deeper look into them, because it's a big jump on the amount of people that contacted us over the previous months. And so something I think may not be quite right in the way it's been recorded for January, but we can fix that and have the right ones for February anyway.
Well, February will be high anyway after the day you had this week, but there we go. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. After was it Tuesday?
It was, Crash Tuesday or whatever.
It was that bad that I've actually marked it on our client calendar as an anniversary, never to repeat it.
Last Tuesday, yeah.
It always happens when you're at the office. Please don't go out.
Okay, I'm trying not to,
because otherwise
I'm trying to be a hermit.
You heard the Truman Show, the Kimbley Show takes over.
Yes, indeed. Very good.
Anyway, speak to you next month.
All right, I will do.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.